That is only if the EU makes good on a number of promises, including bringing to zero the tariffs it would impose on industrial goods coming from America. To be fair, it was nearly at zero prior to this deal.
President Trump says he'll join police and National Guard members tonight on patrols in Washington, D.C. It comes 2 weeks after the president announced the federal takeover of D.C. police to help curb crime. In Southern California, a parole board hearing continues for Eric Menendez. He and his brother, Lyle, have been in prison for more than 30 years for the shotgun murders of their parents. Lyle Menendez's hearing is tomorrow. This is ABC News. Israeli Defense Forces say the IDF has started its next military push into Gaza City as it tries to defeat Hamas and secure the release of remaining hostages. It comes as Israeli reservists are being called up to occupy the city, home to hundreds of thousands of Palestinians. Conservative minister James Dobson has died.
An evangelical minister and founder of the group Focus on the Family, which gave him a platform to draw more conservative Christians into politics. He spoke out strongly against abortion and pornography and was against laws banning so-called conversion therapy for gay youth. Dobson served on a board of evangelicals who've advised President Trump during his first term and said on his radio program in 2022, whether you like Donald Trump or not, if you are supportive of the Dobbs decision that struck down Roe v. Wade, you have to mention in the same breath the man who made it possible. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
James Dobson was 89. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Labor Day sale and get 35% off paints and stains August 22nd through September 4th. With prices starting at $31.84, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Labor Day savings are here at the Home Depot with up to 35% off, plus up to an extra $450 off select appliances like LG. Keep your routines running smoothly with an LG refrigerator you can count on from the Home Depot. And with the connected ThinQ app, you'll know if the door is left open and when to replace the filter. Gear up for fall with Labor Day savings on LG, America's most reliable appliance brand at the Home Depot. Offer valid August 21st through September 10th, U.S. only. See store online for details.
Howdy, folks. Let's take a look at our WVRC Mountain Country AccuWeather forecast for the rest of the day. Why don't we? It's a Thursday, a casual Thursday. It's the 21st day of August. Tonight, we'll have a low of 65 degrees, some clouds. Friday, high of 87 degrees, foggy early, then partly cloudy. Saturday, high of 87 degrees, clouds and sun with a stray shower or a thunderstorm. Sunday, high of 84 degrees, cloudy with a stray shower or thunderstorm possible. Monday, high of 79 degrees, clouds and sun. That's a look at your weather forecast on WVRC.
Mountain Country 104.7.
And a wonderful Thursday afternoon, almost evening to all of you out there in Radio Land. This is Drew taking over the station, taking over the studio, and every time you hear my voice, you know what that means, folks. We've got a live guest in studio. I could not be more excited about the young man sitting next to me. Well, I guess young to me. This guy has been on our station with a really great country music song called Honky Tonk Addiction. He is going to be close to us this weekend, and he's got new music coming out, and we're going to play one at least, maybe two of those songs here this afternoon. If we get a chance to, everybody say hi and thank you to Mr. Corey Hager. How's it going, sir?
Great, great.
I tell you what, man, you are one of the busier human beings I've ever met when it comes to music. I met you first through Eric Lapardis. You were playing a little bit over at the Country Kitchen in Big Otter.
Great guy,
Yeah, what a heck of a guy, what a heck of a guy. And through him, I got you into the studio. I can't even remember how long ago that was now. 2 years? It seems like forever.
I don't actually know myself.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been too long.
Well, here's the reason that you haven't been back. You're busy. You're a guy who is well-traveled when it comes to music. I talked to you at that point, and I asked you about the shows that you were doing. You're like, well, I'm here in Ohio tomorrow. I'm over in the northern panhandle of West Virginia the next day. I'm running wild throughout my vehicle and sleeping in my vehicle from time to time. You were playing upwards, I think, of like 200 and some shows that year. And already this year, you've been very busy.
Yeah. Definitely staying busy. That's the way I like to keep it. Sometimes too busy, but hey, it's going, and that's all you could ask to be doing is staying busy. So yeah, I mean, I'm just grinding it out, staying super busy.
Well,
for sure.
Of course, that's what you have to do if you're a musician who has been working hard at it and continuing to put out good stuff. So you've got yourself upwards of 165 shows so far this year. You've done a good bit of solo stuff, which I'm a big fan of always, Corey.
So this time it's going to be a little more intimate and a little bit different. Still, the energy is going to be up, but it's, like you said, it's acoustic, so it's a little bit different than what you might have seen the last time that you saw me there.
Still going to be a good time, because one thing I know, and I've heard enough of your stuff to know, that you got a great voice. And so for people to even get to see you kind of stripped down to just you and your guitar, I think I love that. I'm going, and again, I get to see it tomorrow night. I'm going to love hearing the lyrics. Really, really strong from you, and it's going to be very, very fun to see that. We're talking with Corey Hager, professional country music artist. You have had a very busy but very good career. You've opened for some real talented people in the country music genre. 24 number one artists. Is that correct? 24 number one artists you've opened for?
That is true. Sometimes I have to remind myself that it's true. You know what I mean? But I'm a humble guy, and yeah, that's awesome to be able to say that I've got to share the stage with that many people on country radio, and all the guys that you listen to. You know, some of the best guys around. You know, I've shared the stage with them.
Well, the good thing is continual contacts being made as you are going through this journey that is trying to be a country music artist, not trying to be, being a country music artist. You spent a lot of time on the road, Corey, and that is obviously tough enough. You got to find time in there, obviously, to get somewhere to record some stuff too, and obviously that is not the easiest thing to do, because it takes time to do that, it takes money to do that, it takes time to master and produce all this stuff, but you have been able to do that. You've been back down to Nashville, is that correct, to get some more recordings done?
Yeah, so the first Nashville recording that I put out, my debut Nashville single, that was Honky Tonk Addiction. That was in 23. And that was kind of the start for me being a full-time professional musician and songwriter. Then since then, you know, I've been going back down and back and forth recording songs, and it's been a minute since I put a new song out. Just like you say, staying busy, you know, trying to do everything, because I literally do everything. I've got a role in every part of what it takes, you know, to do this crazy job.
Well, let me ask you this. Is there certain level of freedom in the fact that you do have a lot of control over your music?
There is. You can brand yourself, your image, you can put yourself out there the exact perfect way that you want to do it. Yeah.
There is an upside, obviously. There is also the side that, as you said, you're trying to do everything all at once while touring, while writing, while going down to record, and while living a life as well. So it's It's a grind, but you signed up for it, and you seem to be still incredibly motivated to do it, which is fantastic. Again, we're talking to Corey Hager, who we do have and have been playing for a while now, his Honky Tonk Addiction song. If you guys haven't heard that, what's wrong with you? It's problems with you if you haven't heard that song by now. But we're not going to talk about Honky Tonk Addiction tonight. Tonight, we're going to be talking about a couple new tracks that you have out. And number one, you sent me this one that we're going to talk about, and then we're going to play for everybody out there. And this is called Easy Does It. Now, I always try, Corey, when I hear when I get a new song, I'm like, okay, what does that have to do with the lyrics of the song? I'm trying to think of what it might be.
I know where you were going with that, yeah.
And I was like, okay, Easy Does It. That could mean so many things. And then I'll listen to it. And correct me if I'm wrong. And again, the great thing about it is everybody has their own interpretations of an artist's music. I get that feeling of pain in your heart from a long-lost love, or a love unrequited, or something that went wrong. And it's very meaningful. It's very good stuff.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's, you always hear that phrase, easy does it. And I just kind of took that, and I don't really have any relationship-type songs out right now, and that one just came to me, and it's pretty much just it's not anything that's going on in my life personally right now.
Okay, I was good at that. Listen, here's what I was trying to do. I was trying to pry a little bit. Sorry about that. Yeah, so okay, good. So it has nothing to do personally, but it's just something that came through your songwriting process.
Yeah, emotions that I've connected with in the past. So I mean, I tap into all these feelings, all these emotions, but as far as right now, I'm happy.
Well, it sure hit me in the.
Sounds like it's.
It hit me in the feels because I've got plenty of that going on. Again, folks, we're talking with Corey Hager, country music artist, Nashville recording artist. Did you ever think you'd hear that before your name, Nashville recording artist?
I don't know honestly what I signed up for. It's all been a crazy ride,
Well, here's what we're going to do. You sent me Easy Does It, and this, as you mentioned, not really in the wheelhouse of the things that you've written before, but when you sent it and when I listened to it before I got it ready, I was like, wow, this one is right up my alley. And this was released on the 13th of August, so this has only been out for about 9 days, and I am very, very fortunate that you were benevolent enough to send me here at WVRC a very early copy of this, and this is something that you guys are going to be able to hear here on the radio station from now until eternity. This is Corey Hager and his new release, and this is called Easy Does It. Corey Hager, live in studio. I wonder about this. You're sitting here, and we're talking about you and your career, and then I put a song on, and it's your song, and you're listening to you sing your song. What does that feel like?
At first, earlier on, I never really liked to hear my own voice back. But when you go to Nashville or any good place where you get your songs recorded, it's like they do such a good job down there, and it's like I'm just vibing now.
Yeah,
listening to it and just kind of feeling like yeah, it feels good to hear it.
Yeah, it's a culmination of a lot of hard work, obviously, and a lot of dedication that it takes. Again, folks, we're talking to country music artist and Nashville recording artist Corey Hager. Just heard his brand new single, I should say, that was released just about 9 days ago on the 13th of August. Easy Does It. You also sent me another song we're going to talk about here in a little bit, but now's a good time. I want to plug, how do people find you on social media? How can they get your content? How can they get your merch? This is a good time for you to plug yourself.
Yeah, awesome. So, yes, CoreyHagerOfficial.com. That's where you can go. Every social media link is all there. Everything you could want to see, want to know about, it's all there. And of course, you know, I'm on all the socials: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everything.
Isn't it crazy that's how he has to be nowadays? I mean, it's not bad, but
Right.
it's just wild that is. I mean, if you're going to be an artist, you got to have a presence everywhere. Okay, so you can find you at Corey Hager Official on all those pages. Now about the merchandise, the merch, as people will say. I guarantee you that Corey Hager, as a country musician, has T-shirts. At least T-shirts. Now, what people don't know is he brought me a really sweet little grab basket of stuff. I should say grab solo cup of stuff.
Grab solo cup.
And you know me well, so thank you for that. This will be utilized. Listen, I would put this up in my downstairs man cave bar, but I'm going to use it. It's not just going to be a showpiece there. I also got a sweet CH koozie, and people are not going to see me. I'll make sure they can't see me on the air. I got some other stuff in here too. I got some signage. I've got oh gosh, what do you call these things that you stick to stuff?
Oh,
stickers.
Stickers.
Jeez, yeah, I got all that stuff, and that.
And don't forget the air freshener.
Oh, I didn't see the air freshener. That's going in my truck. Right. Okay. Well, listen. Is it an air freshener? And if it is, what is the scent? I got it.
Think it is.
I would go with musk.
Black eyes.
See? I was close. We're talking with Corey Hager. And again, if you're looking for any of the merchandise that he has, T-shirts, all this stuff, then you go to Corey Hager Official. And it's CoreyHager. Because I have misspelled that before. I don't want you to know that, but I have misspelled. I thought it might be Hagar, but that's Hagar instead of Hager.
I get all
Yeah. And with the way kids spell kids' names these days, you know, Corey could be spelled some completely different way. I've seen Khorie, which is different. But no, it's just CoreyHager Official. And you can find all that stuff. Let's talk about your touring. Man, 165 dates in the 2025 year. That's a lot of time on the road for you. That's a lot of time away from what you consider a home base. So have you, in the years that you've been doing this, have you found it easier, harder? What is it like for you to tour in many different ways?
I love it. Just all those, locations they're pretty much different locations. Only a couple of them are repeat venues. So getting to just get out and explore and just see different. I love being on the road and just seeing different cities, different towns, and that's one of my favorite things to get to do. So just being out and living on the road, on the weekends or days through the week too,
Well, not everybody's built for that. Not everybody can handle that, and it just seems like you have a penchant for that. You just it's where you're most at home, where you're most comfortable. It's weird. You're most at home when you're on the road working, but that's not a bad thing. That's not always a bad thing, and you have a goal in mind. You are working hard to continue to build this country music career that you have, and it takes that. It takes that kind of dedication to do that. Speaking of that, again, we're talking with Corey Hager, country music artist and national recording artist. You're going to be in Spencer, West Virginia tomorrow night. You're going to be at Folklore Pizza and Bistro. This is the third time you've been here, or fourth? I can't remember now.
It's probably the third.
I feel bad after I just said you had 165 gigs this year. I'm like, yeah, do you remember every one that you went to here?
Let's put that out there. It's hard to keep it all together, especially, like I said, when you're doing it all.
Yeah.
So.
But this is your first time as a solo act coming to Folklore Pizza and Bistro. You when you get there, obviously you'll remember the setup. It's a really good setup, honestly, for solo artists. They are really good at bringing in some solo acts. I just went last week and watched a really good singer-songwriter in Ryan Erickson, who's originally from here. So as I said, I am so looking forward to this tomorrow night and just seeing you again kind of raw up there on stage. It's going to be a lot of fun. Talk about that. What time do you start? What time do you take the stage?
So that'll be from 8 to 10 tomorrow.
8 p.m.
8 to
It's
10.
10 p.m. Now, if you're looking for a guaranteed seat, folks, Folklore Pizza and Bistro has already put it out that they are reserving tables. You better get on that quickly, because I saw on the post that they put out yesterday, people are like, I need 4, I need this many seats. So people know you around here. People are excited to get you to Folklore, and people are reserving seats. So my suggestion to you all is get a hold of the people down at Folklore if you want a guaranteed good spot to watch you. I'm one of those people that I'm going to be kind of moving, so I'll be standing and watching most of the time. But it's really exciting that they could bring you here to Spencer once again. So you're here tomorrow. What do you have coming up after tomorrow in the next couple of weeks, let's say?
So I'm actually going to announce something for Saturday. This is a pop-up show. I've got 2 shows. Again, all 3 of these shows, luckily, are local shows. I'm usually out of town and stuff, so 3 shows this weekend.
Wow.
One of them, this pop-up show, it's first that you'll hear about it. It is the West Virginia State Honey Festival, and that's in Parkersburg at City Park, and that'll be from 11 to 12ish. And
so that's coming tomorrow, Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay.
And then Saturday night, this is the one we've had scheduled. It is at the Botanical Gardens of Parkersburg. That's on Guyon Road, and it's Outlaw Bash. Is what we're running with as the theme and the title of it. And we've got a few acts on that.
Okay. So you are going to be playing twice. At least you're in the same city tomorrow or Saturday twice. So playing 11 to 12 at City Park on Saturday for the Honey Fest. Is that what it is?
West Virginia State Honey Festival.
West Virginia State Honey Festival. And then you're going to hightail it over to Guyon Road to the Botanical Gardens. And what time is that? Do you know what time that begins? Or is that kind of a ish thing?
So the Outlaw Bash, the doors open at 6 on that one, and we start at 6:30. My buddy Brandon Scott, he's from Parkersburg, and he's lived down in Nashville for a while, and he's living, like I say, in Parkersburg now. He's a CMG Nashville published songwriter, and we're meeting up with a couple of our buddies, Ben Jammin and Big Hayes, and they're country rappers.
All right.
So
I've heard of Ben Jammin.
Oh, yeah.
As crazy as that sounds, I don't know if it was you or somebody that told me about him, but I looked him up on social media. I was like, that is very interesting. I enjoyed that. I'm not dove in deep to Ben Jammin, but so that's cool. So the Botanical Gardens, that's
guys, they're on the rise. They're going to be doing big things.
Heck yes. And I would ask you this. I'm like, listen, how do you manage? You're playing tomorrow night, you're playing Saturday day, you're playing Saturday evening. But I guess you've just prepared you've prepared your voice. Your voice is used to it. Your body's used to it. Does it ever get tiring for you? Like, do you ever get run down?
All the time.
Okay. I was going to say, you are human. Well, that's why I see you. That's why I see you at the fitness center, at the wellness center. You're keeping your body in shape. You got to keep that. Again, folks, we're talking with Corey Hager. Let's move to this next one because I want to get this song in as well. This is, again, just such a really good song that I didn't get to hear the whole thing, in fact, because I was running late when I got here, and I got it put in the system. So you had, of course, we just did Easy Does It, which is tugs at your heartstrings if you're a jilted guy, lover, whatever it would be. This is a much different type of song. This is a very patriotic song. I really loved what I was able to hear, and I'm going to get to hear it, for the whole thing here. So this song that you released is Red, White, and Bruised. Talk about this song, where this one came from.
So I wrote this one with a couple of my buddies from Nashville, and Dope Turner, couple guys. We wrote this, and he brought the song title in, and as soon as we heard the song title, we just knew that song had to be wrote, and we wrote it. And I never realized, what that song would turn into for me, getting the opportunity to go out and play that song. And it's like you say, it's a patriotic song. It talks about PTSD, but it's a positive song. It talks about, it's a patriotic song. It talks about PTSD, but it's a positive song. It talks about how most people they start out one way.
For these veterans and first responders who may be suffering in silence to come over to you and say thank you or whatever it may be. That wasn't enough for you, though. It wasn't enough just to sing the song for them. You are donating a portion of the proceeds from T-shirt sales to a cause that's near and dear to my heart, obviously, the Wounded Warrior Project. And that is something, where did that come from? Let me ask you that. Where did that come from as far as finding the Wounded Warrior Project and locating that as a source?
So that's a big part of my show. I like to, acknowledge and honor our veterans, our first responders. So I like to say, that's just a small way of me, to acknowledge them is with this song. And I donate a portion of the proceeds on the Red, White, and Bruised T-shirt to the Wounded Warriors Project. And we've actually sold almost 600 of those shirts so far.
Wow. Well, it's good stuff, man. I can't wait to hear the whole song now. This is Corey Hager, and this is Red, White, and Bruised, coming up right now and forevermore, again, on WVRC.
My family has a history. Our duty is to serve. Although I might not want to, we have rights to preserve. Today I got my letter, so it's time I take my turn. Fighting tears with my family, praying I return. Wheels up to the desert, I feel it all set in, watching the ground disappear that I'm going to defend. For God and my country, there's nothing I won't do to keep the stars in my family's eyes. I'll earn the stripes that I have to. 1, 2, or overseas, I'm nowhere close to done. Like my daddy before me, fights are lost, but the battle is won. He's battered, he's beaten, so I'm steady and I'm true. The red, white, and bruised. I've been blessed to make it back, but I didn't come alone. My mind's stressed from the attacks. I brought the fight back home. Flashes of those battles, they haunt me everywhere. You see my boots, you see my badges, but I'm not really there. Wheels up to the desert to do it all again, watching the ground disappear that I'm going to defend. For God and my country, there's nothing I won't do to keep the stars in my family's eyes. I'll earn the stripes that I have too. 2 tours overseas, but still nowhere close to done. Like my daddy, he taught me, fights are lost, but the battle is won. I'm battered, I'm beaten, I'm steady and I'm true. I'm red, white, and blue. May I stand at attention every time our anthem plays, for the ones that I fought with and those not here today. We're battered, we're beaten, we're steady and we're true. We're proud to wear these bruises, and we're honored to serve you, the red, white, and bruised. I'm red, white, and bruised. We're red, white, and bruised. Yeah, I'm red, white, and bruised.
And there you have it, folks. Red, White, and Bruised. Official from Corey Hager. Official. If you're looking for merchandise for this young man who is on tour all the time. He's on the road. 165 dates this year alone. The last time I had him in studio a couple years ago, he was in the midst of a 250 or 60 show season. And we just heard Easy Does It. That was released just on the 13th of August. This one was released a couple of years ago, says Corey Hager, who I'm very happy to be talking right directly to this guy. And again, as you said, when you heard the title, you and who are the co-writers again of this one?
So the co-writers on that, Dope Turner, Kyle Thomas, and Tony Rio.
Yeah, when you heard the title of that one, you said, gotta get it done, gotta get it done. So you got it done. And then there's something else about this song that you haven't gotten done yet. If you guys are familiar with Corey at all, you know that Honky Tonk Addiction was a great single, and it also came with a music video. I didn't realize that you started doing a music video for this song, Red, White, and Bruised, in 2023. So it's been a long time coming, and you're working to finish that up. Is that correct?
Yeah. So it's laid out like a short film, and it's the story of a Vietnam soldier, and it's just wild.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about the best way I could put it.
Did you have to become an actor for that?
I did on this one. Of course, it's not over yet with it.
There's a possibility that you're gonna make your acting debut on your own music video. We're talking again with Corey Hager, and again with that song Red, White, and Bruised, you have Red, White, and Bruised t-shirts, and a portion of the proceeds from those t-shirt sales goes directly to the Wounded Warrior Project, a wonderful organization for veterans. I know that I've been heavily involved with them. I did a big fundraiser for them myself back in 2011. So anytime I hear that name, I'm very excited, and I'm glad glad, Corey, that you have partnered with them to give some help, some financial help, some love to those guys. And with your artistry, you've given a lot of, as you said, you weren't prepared for grown men to come up to you and say things to you like thank you, and again, it's a big deal though to be able to do that.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that it's a side effect that you didn't expect.
Yeah. I'm so humbled, so blessed to be in the position that I'm in, to get to sing that song and hear people's stories, talk to people.
Well, he's going to get to sing that song. He's going to get to sing a bunch more tomorrow night, folks, and that's why we're talking with him directly tonight. I wanted to get you on before tomorrow so people had a chance to see this. People have a chance to make plans, and I hope people do make plans. It is Folklore Pizza and Bistro downtown, well, just off the downtown on Steel Hollow Road in Spencer, West Virginia. 8 o'clock, I've already forgotten. 8 o'clock? Yeah, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is when you're taking the stage down there at Folklore Pizza and Bistro. Folks, if you're looking to reserve a table, if you're not familiar with the location, they have the singing area, the area where they have the artist, and they've got a bunch of reserved tables around there. And I say a bunch, they don't have a whole bunch. So you got to get there and get those reserved tables if you want a great seat to listen to Corey. Otherwise, you're going to be hanging out with me in the crowd, walking around, just mingling with everybody and listening to some great music. Again, Corey Hager Official on all the social media platforms. It's where you can find, I assume, your tour dates. They can find merchandise opportunities for you, links to find your songs and your music as well. And just an exciting time for you, man. Exciting time. You're doing a bunch of solo stuff right now. Love to hear the raw talent of Corey Hager, and I'm glad that I have met you.
Likewise.
Yeah, this is a big deal for me at the station. I have 3 of your songs now that'll be in rotation. If you guys are looking for any of it, make sure you listen into WVRC. If you want to hear it immediately, call one of our DJs and request it. Yeah, request it. Red, White, and Bruised. Easy does it. And, of course, Honky Tonk Addiction, which was a good, hard beer-drinking song that I love. I'll tell you that. Again, Corey Hager will be at Folklore Pizza and Bistro tomorrow, 8 to 10. He'll be right back at it on Saturday at City Park in Parkersburg, part of the Honey Festival. Be on stage from 11 to noon there, and you're going to move right on over to Guyon Road to the Botanical Gardens, and you guys are going to have another good time at 6:30. You and some friends. How about that, right? Well, Corey, thank you so much for joining us, man. I am so thankful that you're a part of our station, and we continue to watch with excitement as your career continues to be really, really solid.
Thank you so much, Drew.
That's Corey Hager, folks. Going to send it right back to some advertisers, then we'll do some more music after this.
Circle S Farmers Market is now grillin' and chillin'. Located at the Y in Arnoldsburg, Circle S Market is already well known for having the area's